Hello and welcome to Out of My Mind. My name is Robison Wells. Today is Monday, and on Monday I answer questions that come in from Twitter and Facebook. Question: what is the best Star Trek series? Well, it certainly isn't Voyager. I never watched Enterprise, so I can't speak to that, and I haven't tried this new series. My brother watched the new series and told me that it was lousy, and so I haven't had any interest in trying it. DS9 is really good. I think that the best of DS9 is the best of Star Trek, but I also think that a lot of DS9 is boring. I never got into Bajoran politics. I really hated that kind of thing. And so DS9 is not top of my list, which brings it to either the original series or Next Generation. I love the original series. I love Kirk. Kirk is my favorite captain of all the captains. My favorite movie is The Wrath of Khan, which is obviously the original series. I grew up on Next Generation, and I think that if I had to pick between the two, I would probably sit down and watch Next Generation before I watched the original series. Question: how do you handle your kids' issues with mental illness? All three kids of mine have ADHD, and some amount of anxiety and some amount of depression, and it's been really difficult getting them through school. When we were first faced with this, we weren't really good at it. We had to pull my daughter out of school and homeschool her for a little while while we were trying to figure out how to help her. I think we're better at it now. We are more accommodating of the kids and more helpful to the kids. We've gotten them on the right medicines. I think the biggest thing with us right now is that we don't really push our kids too hard to make them break. We require them to do their homework, of course, but we're not pushing them into a lot of extracurriculars. We are trying to help them when they need help. We are, instead of encouraging them to get straight A's, we encourage them to be good friends. We encourage them to be good with their teachers and good in their classes. I don't claim to know the right way to do it, but I think that this is the best we can do right now. Question: what is your favorite piece of art? Excellent question. I have so many different favorite pieces of art, and so I'll break it down into categories. First, my favorite book is Millions by Frank Cottrell Boyce. It is a middle grade novel, but despite being targeted at a young audience, it tackles some pretty big issues. It talks about the loss of a parent. It talks about the corrupting influence of money. It talks about what it really means to be good. My favorite song is The Gulf of Araby by Natalie Merchant. The music is wonderful. Natalie Merchant's voice is wonderful. The lyrics, who are by Ketel Koenig, are wonderful. It is a song about loss and a song about hope. My favorite visual art is The Deep by Jackson Pollock. I love modern art. I especially love 20th century modern art. I love Rothko. I love Jasper Johns. This Rothko painting is hanging in my front room. But I love Jasper Johns. I love Lichtenstein. I love Magritte. I love Miro. But The Deep by Pollock is my favorite. It is one of his very last major works, done in 1953, shortly before his death. It's in a private collection, and you can't visit it, and they don't make prints of it, but I love it so much. Question: if you could take your family anywhere on vacation, where would you go and why? This is a harder question to answer than at first glance, because if it was just me going on vacation, me and my wife, there are a lot of places that I can think of where I would want to go. We would go to Paris, we would go to London. I want to go to Myanmar, I want to go to Burma, I want to go to Tokyo, and I want to go to St. Petersburg. But I don't know if I really want to go there with my kids. I love the idea of going from museum to museum. My kids, on the other hand, not so much. So I think that if I were to go anywhere, if I could go anywhere with them for a week, probably Scotland, but to like a bed and breakfast or a small hotel somewhere in a relaxed place where we could go and we could hang out and enjoy the culture and enjoy the food and just enjoy a good time without being hustled. Those are all the questions for today. Thanks so much for watching. I do have an announcement. Starting tomorrow, I am going to be doing a check-in everyday vlog about me losing weight. We're going to be working on this, and I decided that if I put it on YouTube, then it will motivate me to work harder. So that will be starting tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I would love to see you. I would love to hear some comments. What is your favorite art? Where would you go on vacation? Leave some comments below, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.